I always like those moments that you have where you're just traveling along with this group of people you don't even know. And it's just like there's this unspoken just I don't even know what to call it.
It was a pack.
Yeah.
It was like you were traveling in a pack.
I also like whenever I'm driving somewhere and I tend to get the uppity assholes that think their car is fast more often than not.
Right.
I've talked about this before with you, Keio, but I don't think I've ever talked about it in a video. My car is a Grand Am.
Right.
They're pretty solid cars.
Yes.
Their engines are quite remarkable, really.
Oh yeah, berserk all the way.
But my Grand Am is just kind of a plain, ugly, boring-looking car. But the previous owner removed the governor on it.
Right.
So it's... As long as I turn off the ETS, it has quite a lot of get up and go.
Right.
And, you know, I tend to do about the speed limit. I try not to go too much over, but I'm generally a good boy.
Right.
On my way to Ohio for my one little Renaissance trip, I was being fucking hounded by this dude in some... I don't even know what his car was. It was dark. I couldn't really see it. But he was being a huge douchebag, flashing his lights. I was doing 90. And he was still flashing his lights like I wasn't going fast enough before he finally pulled around me. And he sped off at like 100 to 110.
Jesus.
And I'm like, oh, is that what it's gonna be?
I
kick my cart.
You play with the bull, you get the giant bull penis. That's how the phrase goes, right?
Yeah, something like
right,
that.
fellow human? Anyway, sorry.
How are you doing, fellow youngsters? Have you been listening to music band?
Yes. Did you hear about that one movie that everyone is talking about? It was good.
It was a movie.
It was a movie. Anyway, so
it's an automatic car, so I don't get the satisfaction of going through the gears. But whenever I kick it down into third,
I can do that
from
with
drive.
my car.
Oh, isn't yours one of those crazy ones that can transform between the two?
Yes.
Oh, fuck you. I kick it down into third, and I floor it. Now, my speedometer caps out at 110. I know for a fact my car goes way above 110.
I'm blocking your access.
So I pass this dude at like 130, just flipping him off out my window. And then I get in front of him again, and I slow down. Slow back down to 90. He goes flying past me, this time a little bit faster. And I do the same thing. We just played leapfrog all the way from West Virginia to Ohio.
Jesus.
It's like, you know what? If he would have just passed me, I wouldn't have been a dick about it.
But he had to flash his lights.
He was flashing his lights. He was honking his horn at me. I'm like, dude, I'm already doing 90. This is a 70 zone. Like, if you're in a hurry, just go past me. Don't be an asshole. And it's made even better by the fact that whatever he had was one of those riced up fucking...
Oh, God. It had the fart can?
It had the fart can. It had the big obnoxious spoiler that doesn't actually do anything for a car that size.
Right.
And I was just like, you have no idea how much satisfaction this is going to bring me. This big, stupid-looking Grand Am smoked your tricked-out bullshit car.
It's probably his mom's.
Probably.
I remember when
blew a hole right through
my mom and I found out that if she was ever going to go that fast again in her Honda, that she needed a spoiler.
Did it pick up a little bit?
Yeah! I started to notice because I wasn't really paying attention. Because, I mean, it's a very boring trip from Albuquerque to Denver. Not much goes on between Albuquerque and Denver.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, she had one of those moments. She found a good pack. And she was going faster than the speedometer on her Honda. the needle was buried in the red.
Yes.
And we started noticing while we were cruising with these much faster cars that all of a sudden, you know, we'd hit like a bump. And we'd hit like a bump. And we'd hit like a bump. And it's like, why is the...
It's a really bumpy road.
Yeah, it's a really bumpy road. And then I was looking at the cars in front of us, and we'd bumped, but they didn't bump. And I was like, Mom, slow down. And she's all, why? I'm like, the car is attempting to lift off. And I was like, how do you know? And I'm like, they're not bumping when we bump. Or before we bump.
Oh, shit.
And she's like, oh my god, are we catching air? I'm like, yeah. That teeny little novelty spoiler that came stock with your Civic. Not cutting it.
I haven't had any of those moments yet. I did catch some air going over a hill.
I'm pretty sure your Grand Am probably weighed more than my mom's.
Probably.
Two-door Civic.
Oh yeah. Oh, it was a Civic.
Yeah. It was
those,
a
those things are light.
It was a 92. It was either 92 or 94.
My buddy has a newer Civic, and that thing, you don't even feel the weight on that thing. So normally there'd be a scene right here where the Argent canister would come up out of the floor and be like, "Ooh, Argent energy!" You quish it and you get stuff. But again,
maybe I can show that. Probably not.
Probably not.
Oh, good push. That was dinner mixed with water. Oh, and then you would have picked ammo because we hadn't mixed or maxed everything else out by that point.
Yep.
Good push.
Oh,
I still get a kick out of the fact that the base casualties is 6 followed by leet.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Did I ever tell you that whenever I was in middle school, we had lunch codes, and mine was leet?
Really?
Yeah. And you know, being the era that I was in middle school at, that was the coolest shit.
Right.
I was like, I'm leet. And I still had no friends. School.
I was surprisingly popular in school. I blame my last name, which will not be revealed on here.
I almost said it.
I would have just bleeped it out.
Yes. Blah blah bleepers.
Yes, bleepers. Is that like bloopers, but they're cussing, so it's bleepers?
Yeah, same thing. So we should be coming up close to where we
It's got to be close. We've been recording for about 40 minutes.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I would have gone through this a little bit slower than last time, because where we lost, or the end of the footage is at the foundry.
Well, it's in the foundry, most definitely. Yes.
Yeah, it's one of the like you said, gore nests.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is we'll get some of the gore nests, and then people can watch the rest of the other video.
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, where'd all of his guns go? If only we listened to him when he talked about all the shit that went on.
You're asking too much.
After running the active Raider suit, it appears that I can accelerate the upgrading of your arsenal by measuring your combat effectiveness. I have added a tracker to your helmet's display.
What?
The facility will not allow
Up and down with the rockets, flail about, shoot
threat
everything.
level is brought down inside the foundry.
This game looks so fucking good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know where we were. We had destroyed one gore nest. So, after you destroy one of the gore nests...
You just just got to figure out what environment I was at when the Gornest.
Core temperature is
Well, I'd tell you if I could look at the footage, but I can't look at the footage. See, this is what the footage looks like right now.
Anybody that says this game is slow needs to lay off the hardcore drugs.
Welcome back.
I found another secret while you were gone.
Oh, fancy. You're in the Foundry, you should show them that one secret.
The thumbs up one?
Yeah.
That's not really a secret, but I will show them that.
Humor me, Rip. Humor me. After
I'll
you
show-
find the...
I was gonna say that'll be our transition to the other footage.
Yes, there you go. That's perfect. You didn't go in the secret room.
No, I had to kill some things.
No.
And this is E1M3, I believe, from Doom 1. Somewhere there's going to be a Doom nerd that's even nerdier than I am. Going, that's not right! But you know what? I don't care.
Oh yeah, this was the... There's a secret around here. I know there is. And then you found the secret and you come to find out there was nothing.
Nothing in it.
Like there was a secret with stuff and then you found it. Yeah, no.
The light inside is broken, but I still work.
I like that it's got the music.
Yeah. Oh, that's the first time I really noticed them falling apart like that.
That
I
was
love
kind of gory.
I love that they transition into the old school music too.
Well, you know, they're doing a good job of, you know, doing new versions of the old games. As I've said many times, I really enjoyed the New Order. It was a fun game.
I really like the New Order. I love the Old Blood, and I'm like it. I would like to see more of this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
There's a moth flying around my room.
Awesome looking new things, but they still feel like the old things. Hey.
Oh, and that would have been that secret.
I saw some comments. Somebody was complaining. I was like, "Oh, it's not the heavy metal stuff of the original Doom." Yeah, because they didn't like the electro metal that the new Doom has.
What? They don't like this soundtrack?
No, they were complaining. I just wish it was more like the old soundtracks, because I'm afraid of change.
Okay, well, first of all,
This soundtrack kicks ass.
yes, I was gonna say, first of all, this soundtrack kicks ass. Michael John Gordon, or Mick Gordon, or whatever he goes by these days. I don't really care.
Insert us talking about him for a while, and the pictures that I saved of that one game. The very first game he worked on was called Hot Dogs, Hot Gals.
Excuse me?
There's not a Wikipedia entry on it.
Wow. That sounds like there wouldn't be a Wikipedia entry on it.
Okay, let's see here. Hot Dogs, Hot Gals is a strategy simulation game from Fuzzy Eye Studios. The primary objective of this game is to manage and dominate the fast food industry, city by city, until players' chain of stores dominate the country. Using beautiful franchise ladies as the primary selling point for the stores, players are in for a real treat as they manage their stores through hectic cities and situations, conquering competitor stores through simple tactics, and staff management. Oh, the game features customizable clothing.
Oh.
Players are able to customize the clothing of their female franchise staff, with a choice of garments ranging from sexy swimsuits to formal night dresses.
What's
The
a
choice.
formal night dress?
Trying to think of... it's a nice looking, like one-piece dress kind of thing. I would, if I'm thinking correctly. Collectible clothing and accessories. Customizable shops. I can tell this website is not American, because customizable uses an S, not a Z. Must be it.
Goddamn foreigners.
Events
Come
and
on.
mini games. Progressive staff relationships. A large part
Ooh.
of Hot Dogs, Hot Gals is to manage the franchise staff as the player's primary source of potential profit. The franchise girls have individual personalities and characteristics that require personal attention to keep them happy. Players
What
can
the fuck?
give the girls gifts and raises and often training and even vacations, all affecting them
Ooh.
differently, whether it is in regards to productivity or morale. It also has legitimate and underhanded tactics.
Access granted.
Michael John Gordon, what the fuck did you work on?
First comment is from 10 years ago. Anybody have a cheat for more money?
Did he ever get that cheat?
It doesn't look like it.
Poor kid.
LOL, I pwn at that game cause I is so leet. Yo mama question I have is where can me buy the soundtrack cause it rocksers.
Well, apparently Michael John Gordon's always been good at the
Yeah,
at the
it sounds
music
like.
thing. Sounds like, because it's music.
Yep. Looks like the game has nice graphics and interesting to play. Hot girls always welcome. What a bizarre game. I was waiting for so long for someone to make this game. I can't wait to get it. Look at the awesome graphics. I can't believe only just on PC. I have already chucked my WoW box into the bin. Welcome back. That was
yes,
weird, wasn't
that
it?
game.
Yeah, hot dogs, hot gals, girls, whatever the fuck it was called.
But like, I I honestly say that this game is everything I wanted the new Doom game to be. Like, I completely expected this game to flop hard. And like a lot of people are like, how could you expect a game that you want to be good to flop? And I'm like, because I want it to be good.
Because so many games that I wanted to be good sucked.
Yes.
And
So, like
I brought to your attention the first time through the first hour of the game, you know, they didn't release any review copies for this, which that's like when they decide not to have a premiere for a movie. It's like that doesn't set
that
well.
doesn't bode well.
That's not good. That's not good at all. But thankfully, it was okay.
Like that. I'm so glad everything just actually worked out for once. Thank you, New id. Thank you, Bethesda, for not fucking this up. This is the swan song. Like, I don't even know if I want to call it a swan song, because if they can continue to put out products of this quality, I would love to see more Doom shit.
Yeah.
Gas leak
I think
you know,
this is the room where we.
What they gotta know is we don't need a new Doom every year.
No.
Take your time.
We don't need a new Doom every year, but I don't want to wait 12 years for the next Doom.
Yeah, true. Well, again, we had completely destroyed one of the gore nests, so you gotta finish this one.
I'm almost certain that it was this one.
Well, I remember the platforming, but then again, you know, I've watched 7 or 8 hours of this game already. So, I could be remembering any of the gore nests. Not like they're, you know, in short supply.
Yeah. I really hope the spider that I feel in my pants is only in my head. Oh yeah, I should probably repeat that for the stream.
Yeah.
So earlier,
I was about to say, you already told the stream that. You mean for the recording.
For the recording.
25%.
Earlier today, earlier as in like half an hour ago, I went to put on a pair of PJ pants to relax, and as I pulled it out of my laundry hamper, fresh laundry, mind you. I'm not disgusting enough to wear my old laundry. Well, I am, but I mean...
That's not what's
I'm
going
not.
on right now.
Yeah, that's not what's going on. That's irrelevant. I went to put on these
Right
PJ
here,
pants.
this is where we picked up. I recognize it. Right as you were walking across the bridge,
Yep.
I recognized it.
But
Yeah, that's not bad. What are we at? We're at 52 minutes. Yeah, that's good time, Rip.
All right, cool.
Anyway, so continue.
I went to put on these pants, and as I picked them up, I watched a big black spider crawl out of them. And I just kind of stared at the spider, shrugged, and then put the pants on.
Probably
and
laid eggs.
Probably. No, it's not mating season for spiders.
They probably laid eggs just to fuck with you.
Probably. But then I immediately posted on Facebook and shit. I was like, people often ask me, how hardcore are you? To which I respond with by putting on spider-filled PJ pants. Anyway, since you requested it, Keio, before on the original recording of this, I joked about how, like, theorizing that if you fell in the lava, he would do the Terminator thumbs up thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, a day later, you sent me a screenshot of that actual thing.
Yep.
So, here it goes.
Bonsai.
Apparently, I am very strong against fire. Let's get into the hotter lava.
Well,
The
you do
hotter
have
lava.
a buttload of health.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Yeah.
Dun 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 dun.
Oh.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
And now, whenever they go back and watch this other footage, they're going to be completely all fuckered up because of the anachronisms.
Yes, you won't have all the guns. You won't have the double jump. You won't have the bucket loads of health.
Oh well.
But until then,
Until then what?
well, you were gonna say something, so I stopped.
Oh, well, yeah. I was going to say this is what you get.
Oh.
Deal with it.
Yes, deal with it. Until then, my friends, stay excellent to each other.
Watch out for unstable time loops.
And spider pajamas.
Yes, Spidey Jammas.
Spidey jammas.
Spidey Jammas.
Spidey jammas.